झगड़ी मगड़ी ओ शिव बाबा, झगू मगू तू शिव बाबा, लिंबू टिंबू ओ शिव बाबा, झगू मगू तू शिव बाबा, ताली बजा बजा के गाओ, भोले बाबा को मनाओ, नाचो कूदो और लहराओ, चांद तारों सा जगमगाओ, लाडू लड्डू ओ शिव बाबा, झगू मगू तू शिव बाबा, गोलू मोलू ओ शिव बाबा, झगू मगू तू शिव बाबा, ताली बजा बजा के गाओ, भोले बाबा को मनाओ, नाचो कूदो लहराओ, खुशियों की बूंदे बरसाओ। भोलू गोलू ओ शिव बाबा, झगू मगू तू शिव बाबा, सोना सोनू ओ शिव बाबा, झगू मगू तू शिव बाबा, ताली बजा बजा के गाओ, भोले बाबा को मनाओ, नाचो कूदो लहराओ, बादल सी हंसी बरसाओ। मिठू मिठू ओ शिव बाबा, झगू मगू तू शिव बाबा, स्वीटा स्वीटू ओ शिव बाबा, झगू मगू तू शिव बाबा, ताली बजा बजा के गाओ, भोले बाबा को मनाओ, नाचो कूदो लहराओ, फरिश्ता बन सदा मुस्कुराओ, झगड़ी मगड़ी तू मेरा बाबा, झगड़ी मगड़ी तू मेरा बाबा।
Om Shanti. Long ago in India, there lived a mighty emperor named Ashoka Maurya. He was a very powerful and fearless king, and he had the largest army of his time. He had the concept, he had a belief system that the one who wins the battle is the greatest emperor. Once he fought a terrible Kalinga war, and he won the war, but at a huge cost. After the battle, after the war has ended, he walked on the battlefield, and during that time, he didn't see the victory. Rather, he saw the crying mothers, broken families, silent bodies, wounded soldiers. At that time, for the first time in his life, there was a strong feeling which has come within the king was regret. He was always in the state of pride, but that incident has generated the emotion of regret within him. And that was the night which changed the history. Not because he won the war, but because he started looking within himself. He asked himself that I have defeated the kings, but could I defeat the anger within me? I control the armies, but could I control my own self? These were the questions which raised in his mind. And then he decided that I have to conquer my mind, my own self. And since then, Ashoka has transformed the violence into peace, anger into compassion. And he started transforming his lifestyle. And he started ruling with the concept of Dhamma, which is a right conduct. And since then, history started remembering him not with the name of Ashoka the Fierce, but Ashoka the Great. So in this journey of transformation, Ashoka has not traveled from one country to another. Rather, he started traveling from outside to inside. And that was his soul journey. And in this new series, The Journey of the Little Souls, this series has been designed specially for the children, but we are all also the children of the Supreme. So along with the children, rest all of us also can re-invoke that state of child, those memories when we have entered into this Brahman family, the child state, re-invoke that stage and try to enjoy that phase of life. So here the Ashoka, though if we see at a broader concept, at a gross level, he was the king. But inside that body, there is a resident, and that is the soul. The tiny star which has whispered that I want to become better. That little star in that gross body wanted to transform itself. And that whisper has started a new journey of transformation. And so, here journey can be of two types. One is an outside journey where we travel from home to school, to college, to office. We win the games, we get prizes. This is the external journey. But the internal journey, the journey within, is choosing the truth, sharing joy, being confident. So this is the inside journey which we are trying to focus in this birthday. Children may not be the emperors like the King Ashoka, who was fighting many battles. But every day there will be small battles happening in the day-to-day life. And if I choose, for example, I choose not to shout when I get angry, that is winning the battle. I choose to focus on truth, that is winning the battle. I choose to share my toys with my friend, that is winning the battle. I choose to be compassionate, that is winning the battle. So each and every time I choose to be good, to be positive, to be elevated, I put a step forward in my journey. Right? So today is the day of a perfect life. because this is your day. And you can turn it into a wonderful event of your life. A change towards any personal excellence, it can happen in the blink of an eye, provided if I have that firm commitment that I have to raise my life to its highest level. There can be challenges, like any of my friends can argue with me, can fight with me, but if I choose to elevate my state of being, to be peace, to stay in that stage of peace, to forgive them, then I will be towards my personal excellence. And one of the truths which we have to recognize is that the limits which we impose on our own selves will decide what we achieve. If I think that no, I can't read more than this, or if I think that I can't speak in front of people, or if I think I'm afraid of going to that place. So if I impose this limitation upon myself, then I will never be able to achieve the target. So it is the inner I who decides what I want to be. If we see the peak performers as opposed to the weak ones, they have trained themselves to shape the events of their lives. There will be a wide variety of events or situations which come in day-to-day life. But the one who have trained themselves to shape the event, to transform the event rather than being shaped by them, those are the one who are going to become successful in their lives, right? So I request all of you to stop being a prisoner of your past. Rather, become the architect of your future. Just remember this thing. Stop being the prisoner of your past. You are the beautiful architect. So you can create a bright future of your own self. Every moment in our day-to-day life is perfect. Whether we recognize it or not, it is perfect. But the one who recognizes it, if I recognize it, this age-old truth, then I will be able to accept every experience, whether it can be a pleasant or unpleasant. I will be able to accept every experience with gratitude. I will be able to see something new in each and every event. Though it might be challenging in the beginning, but I will be able to move forward. Right? And it has been seen that on an average, a person creates approximately 60,000 thoughts per day. And still more startling fact is that 95% of those thoughts are almost the same as which has been created the day before. So we need to throw off the shackles of this old thinking patterns. And my thought or the mind can create magics. If I want to become the topper, I can. If I want to become successful in life, I can. My thought will create the destiny. So this mind is like a muscle. Even if it is weak, it can be conditioned for strength through regular exercise. And that exercise is the elevated thoughts which we create on a daily basis. So simply remember one thing. Whatever thought you create in your day, at every second of every minute, you are responsible for it. And if you do not like that thought, you have the power to change it. You have to just believe yourself. I have that power to change the thought which has been created. Maybe because of the influence of the old habits, maybe few unnecessary thoughts may arise, but I have the power to change it. Right? I need to believe my own self. And this elevated thinking is just a pure habit. Just like a habit is like creating a strong cable. Each day I do a particular action and the cable becomes stronger to a certain point where it becomes unbreakable. It is just a practice of being in that elevated stage. And though the mind might be occupied with the old thoughts, but we can make a prosperous mind, an elevated mind with this habit. So now I request all of you to take a piece of paper and note down the thoughts or the thinking patterns that have held you back. Open your book and note down those thoughts or thinking patterns which have held you back, which you wanted to do, but there are certain kind of thoughts which are hindering you, which are stopping you from doing those tasks. What are those thoughts? You can just make a note of it. You need not tell me, just make a note for your own self. What are the thoughts which are holding you back from becoming perfect or achieving your target? Just make a note of those thoughts. You can just note 2 or 3 thoughts or whatever, how many ever you want to note. So I hope you have at least had 2 or 3 thoughts which you want to overcome. So this exercise has been done to create the awareness of what is holding me back. Because awareness of one's own limitations is the first step which helps us in banishing those thoughts from the mind. If I'm aware what is holding me back, I'll be able to overcome it. I'll be able to remove it. If I'm not aware, how will I focus? How will I know what is the problem? Even in the earlier classes, many times it has been said that diagnosis itself is the road step for treatment. So even if I don't know the diagnosis, I will never be able to treat it. So awareness, knowing. So there is an age-old principle which works on the concept that for any instant, the mind can hold only one thought. If on the picture screen of my mind, if there is any disempowering thoughts coming up, then I can just transform it into a positive one. Shift it. If you are not able to control it, shift the thought to a positive one. And this will help you to overcome those unnecessary thoughts, and gradually they disappear from the screen of the mind. And this needs a regular practice. So it is not that today if I practice, I'll be able to sustain that stage. It needs a regular practice, a sustained practice. So now, everybody will keep their books aside. Close your eyes. Sit straight. Close your eyes. Take deep breaths. Try to focus your attention on your breath. Observe the breath which has been inhaled and exhaled. This breath awareness helps the thoughts to settle down. Now slowly focus on the divine being which is present inside this body, the tiny star in the forehead, which has an unlimited potential within. Try to experience that divine state within. The lightness within. The core value of my inner being is peace. I radiate peace into this entire body. I spread the aroma of peace into my surroundings. Just like an incense stick spreads its fragrance into the entire room, I, a peaceful soul, spreads this aroma of peace into my surroundings. In this state of peace, this body is getting healed. The state of mind is becoming calm and serene. I choose to be in this state for the rest of the day. Om Shanti. So let me ask few questions. You can answer it in your own mind. You need not tell it loudly, but just it is for a self-checking. Do you want to become a champion in your life? You can just answer to your own self in your mind. You need not answer it aloud. Do you want to add fun to your life? Do you want to fulfill your dreams? Do you want to have more mental stability in your life? And the last question, do you seek self-mastery? if you have answered yes to any one of these questions, then you have already have put a step forward into the journey of your excellence. So, the main core thing is commitment. Commitment to self-mastery. Kaizen. In Japanese, the word kaizen means constant improvement which is never ending. It's a never ending constant improvement. And that comes only with commitment. The personal trademark of the high achievers in the world is they have the dedication for daily improvement. They dedicate their energy to improve themselves every day. So all the successful stories which we hear in the history is based on this commitment to Kaizen, constant improvement of our own self. So, today, in this 12 days of series, every day, there are 3 things which the children have to do. First is the meditation. Today's theme is on peace. So, we dedicate few minutes of meditation in experience this peace. So you can lit the incense stick in your room and you can see how the aroma is spreading, how the fragrance of that incense stick is spreading into the room. Similarly, I, the peaceful soul, is spreading the peace within myself and my surroundings. You can experiment and experience this peace while meditation. And the second is a craft work, an activity which children have to make this kind of bird. It's very simple. We can even post how to make this paper bird. And you have to write that I am peace on this paper bird. Okay? And this kind of birds are prepared every day, and on the 12th day you will have a surprise activity which is connected to these birds. So every day children have to make this paper bird and we will write one virtue each day on this bird. So today's virtue is I am peace. Okay? And the last is at the end of the day, before going to bed, you keep a book and it will be your journal, Journal of My Journey. The title of the book will be Journal of My Journey. In that you will note down what you have experienced throughout the day. Whatever you feel like to write, you can write in that book. And for the one who do not know how to write, what to write in the book, for them there is a guidance. You can list 5 things that always and immediately which bring smile to your face. This will be posted in the group. In that journal, you can write list 5 things that always and immediately brought a smile to your face. Okay? Om Shanti.